Picture this. You're scrolling through social media, and every post feels like a mix of memes, irony, and random references mashed together. Nothing seems original, yet it's all oddly fascinating. That chaotic vibe? That's postmodernism sneaking into your feed. Today, we'll unpack this wild philosophy. Any guesses about what postmodernism might be, Emma?
Is it like when nothing's taken too seriously? Like everything's a bit of a joke?
You're not far off. Postmodernism is a way of thinking that questions big, solid truths and loves mixing things up, ideas, styles, even reality itself. It says, hey, maybe there's no one right answer. Think of it like a smoothie blender. Toss in art, history, and skepticism and blend until it's messy but tasty. Want to know where it came from?
Yeah, who started this whole thing?
It's tough to pin down one person, but it kicked off in the mid-20th century with thinkers like Jean-François Lyotard, Jacques Derrida, and Michel Foucault. Lyotard, for example, said we've lost faith in grand narratives, big stories like progress always wins or science solves everything. Instead, postmodernism celebrates smaller, messier stories. Imagine ditching a textbook for a scrapbook full of random clippings. That's the vibe.
Okay, but what's a grand narrative? I'm not sure I get that.
Fair question. A grand narrative is like a giant explanation for how the world works. Think of old school ideas like humanity's marching toward a perfect future, or this religion has all the answers. Postmodernism says those stories are too neat, often ignoring people's real, messy experiences. It's like saying, your fairy tale ending doesn't fit my weird, quirky life.
So, it's about doubting everything? Doesn't that make things confusing?
It can. Postmodernism loves skepticism. It questions authority, whether it's governments, experts, or even common sense. But it's not just about chaos. It's like being a detective. You don't trust the first clue you get. For example, a postmodernist might see a history book and ask, who wrote this? Whose story got left out? It's about digging deeper.
That sounds kind of cool, but how do we see it in real life?
Oh, it's everywhere. Take movies, think of something like Deadpool. It's a superhero flick, but it mocks superhero cliches, breaks the fourth wall, and mixes serious moments with jokes. That's postmodern, blending high and low, serious and silly, and winking at the audience. Or look at architecture, buildings that mix old columns with neon signs, like they're joking with history.
Okay, I see it in movies, but why would anyone want to mix everything up like that?
Great question. Postmodernists think pure, authentic stuff, like one style or one truth, is kind of myth. They say everything's already a remix. Imagine fashion. Nobody invents jeans from scratch anymore. We just keep tweaking them, ripped, skinny, baggy. Postmodernism embraces that remix culture, saying, let's play with what's already here instead of chasing something totally new.
But doesn't that mean nothing's original? Like, what's the point of creating anything?
Oof, you're hitting a big one. Postmodernism does suggest originality's tough because we're always borrowing. But it's not depressing, it's freeing. Instead of stressing about being the first, you get to have fun combining things in new ways. Think of a DJ sampling old songs to make a fresh track. The point's not to be original, but to create something that vibes right now.
I guess that makes sense. But what about truth? Like, does postmodernism say there's no truth at all?
It doesn't say there's no truth, but it's super skeptical about absolute truth. Postmodernists like Derrida talked about deconstruction, taking ideas apart to see what's hiding. Say you hear a politician claim, this is the truth. A postmodernist would ask, whose truth? Who benefits from you believing that? It's like checking the ingredients on a snack label. You're not saying it's poison, just curious what's really in it.
That sounds exhausting. Why not just accept some things as true?
It can feel like overthinking. Postmodernism's not about rejecting truth, but about staying curious. It's like dating. You don't just believe someone's the one on day one. You keep learning about them. For example, in art, postmodernism might say a painting's meaning depends on who's looking at it. Your take's as valid as a critic's. It gives everyone a voice.
Okay, that's kind of empowering. But is postmodernism still a thing today?
Totally. It's all over pop culture. Think TikTok, where people mash up dances, quotes, and filters in seconds. It's in politics, where people question official stories on social media. Even in science, some folks debate what facts mean when trust in institutions wobbles. Postmodernism's like Wi-Fi. It's invisible but connects a lot of what we do.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that big. But are there downsides? Like, does it cause problems?
Sharp catch. Yeah, critics say postmodernism can go too far. If you question everything, it's hard to agree on basics, like facts about climate change or history. Some worry it fuels relativism, where nothing's right or wrong. Imagine a group project where everyone says, my idea is just as good. It could stall progress. Postmodernists would counter that questioning keeps us honest, but it's a tightrope.
Yeah, that sounds tricky. So, how do I use this without getting stuck in a mess?
Balance is key. Use postmodernism's skepticism to ask good questions, but don't let it paralyze you. It's like cooking. Question a recipe, try new spices, but still make something edible. For example, when you read news, think, what's the angle here? But then decide what makes sense for you. Stay curious, not cynical.
That's helpful. I think I'm starting to get it. Any last tips?
You're doing great, Emma. Here's my advice. Embrace postmodernism's playfulness. Life's a remix, so don't stress about finding the ultimate answer. Mix ideas, try new perspectives, and have fun creating your own story. The world's messy. Dance with it.